Hey guys, welcome back. Thanks for joining me for another video. This week I want to get into a topic that I think definitely needs to
Hang on 1 second, guys. I'm looking for the link. Give me 1 second to fix the music too, guys. Hang on. Hang on 1 second. Let me check through Twitter. Okay, now let me go back to my watch later on here. There we go. Got it. Okay, now let's start talking about the Nintendo Direct. So, for those who are on, let me put on some music, and then we'll go from there. Hang on. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that, guys. Here we go now. Oh, I'm doing good, Clifford Longhead. Hang on one second. Okay, how's that? Actually, let's leave the music on low for a few minutes. Either way, here we go now. And let me check just one more thing here. Okay, so far so good. Okay, either way now, we've got a few things that Nintendo's going to talk about in this Nintendo Direct already mentioned here. Starting off with to tune in for a roughly 40-minute Nintendo Direct, basically, where it says tune in for roughly 40 minutes of information focused on 2019 Nintendo Switch games, including Pokemon Sword and Shield and Luigi's Mansion 3. I know we'll see more of Link's Awakening. We will probably see a few surprises too. Let me think here. What else could we possibly see? Maybe Mario, something new as far as Mario Maker 2, maybe? Hi there, Dark Linton. How you doing? Oh, and that's cool. As you can see here, where I'm just doing the pre-show right now, talking about predictions and stuff. We already know that Pokemon Sword and Shield will be shown, and more of Luigi's Mansion 3. What I want to see more of is, or actually what I want to see, I should say, is maybe something on Mario Maker 2 as far as DLC goes. Maybe Pikmin 4, because, you know, Shigeru Miyamoto's been teasing that for years now, basically. Let me think. I also want to see, maybe them talking about, Banjo-Kazooie. Oh, you mean maybe something for Breath of the Wild 2? I'm going to say this now. They'll probably save Breath of the Wild 2 content for the Game Awards show, like they did in 2016. You know, because it was, because you know how Nintendo likes to do stuff like that at Jeff Keighley's Game Awards show. But now I am going to say that I wouldn't put it past Nintendo to do that. I'm just not holding my breath on it. And as far as a new Mario game, I would probably want to see either a new Paper Mario for the Switch, Mario Sunshine 2, or Mario Odyssey 2. And knowing Nintendo, they'll probably talk about the Switch online service by probably adding either Super Nintendo, Game Boy, or both. I'd actually hope that they would either talk about adding Game Boy and Super Nintendo games to it. That way we can get, or either just do remakes of Super Mario Land, Super Mario Land 2, the Wario games maybe. You know, do some more Game Boy remasters basically. And we'll probably hear Doug Bowser talk as well. But again, that's just my thoughts on it. Let's see here. Oh, you mean Super NES? Oh yeah, I know exactly what you mean there. As far as the Super Nintendo games go, I have no clue what I would want to see from the Super Nintendo, other than maybe Star Fox 2. Yeah, Star Fox 2. Let me think. I've played Super Mario World so many times. Hi there, yes, hon, how you doing? Also, maybe seeing, something else on maybe Nintendo announcing a remaster for, let me think here a second. I know there's a remaster that I want to see that I'm not thinking of right now, but it should come to me soon. Oh, I know I want to see. I doubt we'll see any more of Animal Crossing stuff this year too. Unless they do that at the Game Awards. Let me think. And also, guys, if you wanna join me for the one-on-one talking station and have your face on the stream as well, feel free to let me know, and we will do something as far as Discord goes. Also, let me think here a second. There's a lot of people wanting to see the Metroid Prime trilogy, but I'd rather see like Super Paper Mario if they're going to do a Super Paper Mario 2. I mean, if they're going to do another Paper Mario game, or return to the Nintendo 64 / GameCube era of Paper Mario. Let me think. There's also others on here saying they want Monster Hunter, Ninja Gaiden. There's a lot of stuff that people's wanting. But if I had to say something that I know probably won't come, would be Mother 3, otherwise known as the next Earthbound game, which would probably be Earthbound Endings or something like that, knowing Nintendo. Oh, let me think. And as you can see here on the Nintendo YouTube, there's people that are wanting like Wind Waker HD, they're wanting Twilight Princess, they're wanting Skyward Sword. I'd want to see the original Legend of Zelda and Adventure Link in a combo pack, because you know it's possible. And there's also some on here saying that they want like Mega Man X9. I would even sell for Mega Man 12. So let me think. I know something else that Nintendo and Sega could work on together if they would do it. A Mario and Sonic adventure game. And that's just my thoughts on that one. As far as Smash goes, what are y'all's predictions? And also, I wouldn't mind seeing another Zelda game collection. As far as the Switch goes, if they did anything like that, probably Legend of Zelda, Adventure Link, maybe A Link to the Past, Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask. Knowing Nintendo, they would probably... Knowing Nintendo, they could do something surprising like that. And as far as third parties go, I've already mentioned Mega Man X9 and or Mega Man 12. As far as other third-party games go, I would want to see Sonic Mania 2 or a sequel to Sonic Forces in more of the adventure style. Maybe a new Bomberman game for the Nintendo Switch. Okay, let me think here. But if Nintendo did do some Wind Waker HD ports, I've already mentioned Wind Waker HD and Twilight Princess HD. I want to see a super... let me see here. Yeah, Super Mario 3D World port. If they don't already have one for the Switch. Okay, let me also see. Maybe a Nintendo Land port. Oh, and also, hi there, I'm guessing it's Eric Overring. Eric Overing 30, how are you doing? Hi there, Steven Hunter, how you doing? What are y'all's predictions for the Nintendo, Direct today? I've already talked about a few of the ones that I want to see. I mean, I could do a file of things that I've already talked about. You know, sort of a recap. I've talked about Luigi's Mansion 3 being shown today. You know we'll see more of Pokemon Sword and Shield because it's already shown right here. I also talked about wanting to see a Wind Waker HD and Twilight Princess HD port. I talked about possibly Super Mario Sunshine 2 or Mario Odyssey 2. Some people have mentioned wanting Mario Galaxy 3. I've mentioned a Mega Man 12. Somebody mentioned Mega Man X9, so I wouldn't have to. Let's see here. There was people wanting to see Crash Bandicoot. I want to see a new Bomberman game. More in the style of Bomberman 64. Hell, let me think. There was other things that I talked about too. Oh yeah, a new Mario Kart game for the Switch that isn't Mario Kart 8 Deluxe or Mario Kart Tour. Let me think. I'm sure people's been wanting to see news on Metroid Prime 4 or a Metroid Prime trilogy. I've already mentioned wanting to see Super Nintendo and Game Boy on the Nintendo Switch Online service. Let me think. I'm definitely wanting to see new amiibos. Maybe a dang, I forgot her name. The girl who gives Link his first song, or the girl that gives Link a song, some people's definitely saying they want to see Wario Land 5 or 6, whichever one's next in the Wario Land saga. I'm definitely want to see either Mario well, I know something I definitely want to see that isn't Mario, Sonic, or Zelda. Maybe a new Star Fox game that isn't a reboot, a remake, or a remaster of Star Fox 64. Maybe have Nintendo's have Doug Bowser come on and announce Mario or not Mario, well, actually, let me think. Have them announce something like a new Duck Hunt or something. Or have them talk about DLC for Mario Maker 2. Oh, I have no idea what that is, Steven. Oh yeah, I do know something that I want. Oh yeah, I know. Never mind. I know what I want to see now. A new Donkey Kong game for the Switch. Donkey Kong Country for the Switch. I don't know what it would be called though. Where we'd have Donkey Kong, Diddy Kong, Dixie Kong, of course, maybe Kitty Kong, Cranky, Funky, and we'd fight against King K. Rool again. Maybe a new Yoshi's Island. It's been a while since we've had one of those on an actual console. Maybe a new Captain Toad game. There's plenty of possibilities here. Now, I would be surprised if Nintendo actually showed off some more of Breath of the Wild 2. Because even though Nintendo's saying that this presentation's only going to be like 40 minutes long, there isn't anything in the direct description where it says that this is holiday-only games. Let me see. Let me think here. There's also people wanting to see Drill Dozer. There's a lot of people still mentioning the Wind Waker port, as you can see here. And also, while we are waiting, I'm going to plug my Amazon store and my Teespring. Hang on. Okay, there are my store links. Another thing I definitely want to see. Let me think. We're down to 29 minutes left until the direct. Now, yeah, a new Kirby game for the Nintendo Switch would be cool. And let me see here, let's put this in. I'm going to put this in theater mode on YouTube. And also, guys, when we get ready to see some more of Nintendo's Direct plans, I will hide our chat so that we can see everything that's going on correctly. Right now, we still got another whole 28 minutes left. Yeah, 28 minutes left. And while y'all are waiting, guys, I'm going to be right back. I'm going to go get me another bottle of water and something to munch on while we're waiting. Okay, here we go, guys. Sorry about that. I'm back now. Okay, let me think here. We could see some more of Daemon X Machina too. But what I really want to see if THQ would do it is talk to the developers of Quest 64 and make a new game, make a new Quest game. And yes, guys, sorry I'm eating right now as well as talking, but this gives us time to see if y'all want to be in the actual stream or not, too. But we all know that Nintendo's going to talk about more of Link's Awakening too. let's look at the other comments and see what all saying. There we go. Hang on 1 second, guys. A lot of people saying they want Mario Sunshine 2. Then someone saying Luigi's Mansion 3 delayed until March 2020. I doubt that. Let's see here. I'll exit theater mode until the show actually starts. Okay, let me think here now. What else do y'all want? What do y'all want to see from Nintendo? Hang on 1 second. $18 minutes left, guys, until the Nintendo Direct. let me think here. Yep, somebody else even also mentioned Metroid Prime 4. Somebody else also mentioned Star Fox. Let's see here. I'm gonna let y'all look at the comments on Nintendo's YouTube and see how crazy they are. Okay, guys, we're now down to 15 minutes left. Okay. Trying to think if there's anything else I can think of. Hi there, James. How you doing? What do you want to see from the Nintendo Direct? Here, from what I've already talked about, James, in case you missed it, I talked about wanting to see Wind Waker HD port, a Twilight Princess port. I talked about possibly Mario Sunshine 2, Mario Odyssey 2. Some people on YouTube has mentioned a Mario Galaxy 3. I mentioned wanting to see possibly a new Sonic game, such as either Sonic Forces 2. I also mentioned wanting to see possibly a Sonic Mania 2. Talked about a Donkey Kong Country for the Switch. Possibly Super Nintendo games for the Nintendo Switch Online. I've talked about a bunch of stuff so far. But I'm doing pretty good. Nah, I doubt there'll be Odyssey DLC. It'll probably be either Odyssey 2 or Sunshine 2. Nintendo would have gave us more of, well, gave us more Odyssey DLC last year, if they're going to do any more. Because you know a lot of people's going off of the 2 watermelon seeds on Mario's face. Oh, and I will be renewing my Nintendo online subscription when it gets closer to time for me to renew it. We've still got a whole nother 11 minutes left yet. But what else would you like to see? I mentioned possibly wanting to see Game Boy on the Switch. Or either Mario Land 2 and Mario Land Remasters. Voice chat. Yeah, I definitely want to see Nintendo do proper voice chat. If they add Super Nintendo games, they probably will. But they'll do it in a Netflix style, probably. Like they're doing with the Nintendo, Nintendo Entertainment System, Nintendo Switch Online. They'll just probably add to it. And for me, the only way I would... Well, I'd have to renew my Nintendo Switch Online to continue doing Mario Maker 2 anyway. But then I'd have to... Yeah, instead of doing it per month, I'd do it yearly like I've been doing. That way I don't have to renew it every single month or every 3 months. Oh, and if you watch my previous one-on-one talking station, James, I mentioned where I'm going to be doing a few changes starting Saturday. Because Saturday is my streaming anniversary. Nine minutes left. Eight minutes left. Well, if you watch the if you watch the stream where I talk about it, James, you don't have to do it right now because we're getting ready to do the Nintendo Direct, but I will be talking about everything that happened in the Direct today in our post-show. And people are saying they want to see Knuckles and Shadow for Smash. Let me see here. I'm trying to think. What else could Nintendo possibly show that we haven't thought of? Let me think. They could possibly show us, Bubble Bobble. Or yeah, I'm pretty sure they'll probably wait another year for Mario Kart 9 as well. But I'm pretty sure they'll probably talk about it though. Here, there, they'll talk about Mario Kart Tour, or whatever it's called for the cell phone, the mobile phones. 5 minutes. And we're getting even closer now. Oh, sorry that I'm eating right now too, James. This gives me time to wait on Nintendo from now, cause I'm trying to think of something else that Nintendo could be showing today. So I've already mentioned a possible Donkey Kong Country for the Switch. Oh yeah, and I did mention possibly wanting to see Mother 3 coming to the Switch. Somebody, oh my gosh, somebody put Mario's Missing 2 on YouTube. Well, I understand, I'm just letting you know. Yeah, I have the original Mario's Missing as well. Well, actually, Mario's Missing was on the Super Nintendo and the original Nintendo. They also had Mario's Time Machine on both of the Nintendo, on the original Nintendo and the Super Nintendo. Oh, and I did mention want to see possibly a Mario Land and Mario Land 2 remaster, in case you weren't here earlier for that. If we don't get Game Boy for the Nintendo Switch Online service. Yeah, we don't need Mario Teaches Typing 2. Earlier, somebody talked about Hotel Mario. Two minutes. Somebody's talking about Tetris 2, I believe. It's here. Tetris for Smash. And like I said, we got 2 minutes left till the direct. When the direct starts, I'm just going to watch it while I'm eating here. And then we'll discuss what went on. Then I'll talk about what went on with it and what we saw. One minute. There's also some wanting to see Pikmin 4. But like I said, we got 1 minute left. I'm gonna go ahead and put this in theater mode now. Oh, here we go. Quietness time. Here we go. Overwatch 10/15/2019, guys, next month.
Hello everyone. I'll be your guide for today's Nintendo Direct. I'm Shinya Takahashi. And that was, of course, the latest trailer for Overwatch by Blizzard Entertainment. The game is scheduled for release on Nintendo Switch October 15th, so please look forward to it. Okay, let's get into our first batch of Nintendo Switch headlines. Please take a look.
You gotta see these floors of the hotel for yourself. Luigi's Mansion 3 takes place in a haunted hotel, where every floor has a distinct theme unlike any other. Case in point, Tomb Suites. I mean, a pyramid inside a hotel? Guess we should expect some mummies, harsh sands, and booby traps. As for the other floors, well, there's a disco floor, a pirate-themed restaurant. You get the idea. May not be the usual amenities, but there's a rogues gallery of bosses to check out before you, well, check out. Speaking of amenities, step right up to this all-new attraction, Screen Park. In this party mode, there's a Luigi team and a Gooigi team. With only one Nintendo Switch system, 2 to 8 players can battle it out. See which team can defeat the most ghosts. Collect the most coins by piloting floaties with the Poltergust G00 and break the most targets. Hey, even Luigi needs a break sometimes. Luigi's Mansion 3 opens its doors on October 31st, just in time for Halloween.
There you go, guys.
Get a load of this new free-to-start Kirby game. The combined forces of Kirby, and Kirby are in for some wicked boss fights. We're calling it Super Kirby Clash. Take up quests in town, and collectively, you and your team will pick 4 jobs. That's right, get your weapons, get your gear, and get ready. Some mighty tough enemies await. There are more than 100 quests, so get a look at your enemy and make sure you have the right jobs for the job. The key to victory is to know your role and work as a team. You can play alone, together on one system, team up via local wireless, or even play online. It'll be time to unite with friends and players from around the world and overcome each challenging quest when Super Kirby Clash launches later today. And remember, it's free to start too. This long-awaited, recently released RPG is getting a remake. After 25 years, fans of the Mana series can look forward to the HD remake of the 3rd game in the trilogy, Trials of Mana. From 6 different characters, you'll choose a protagonist and 2 companions. The ones you choose will determine which of the interwoven stories you'll follow through this reimagined world.
Now you remember what will happen to dear Jessica if I die.
This interference will not be forgotten.
As each character advances, they'll have the opportunity to switch their class, allowing them to learn stronger special moves and spells. Step into the light, or show your dark side when picking your class to change your character's appearance and abilities. Unlike the classic version, characters have full range of movement, including jumping and combo attacks for each member of your party. Once again, the wheels of fate are beginning to turn. Find out what's in store for the beloved world of Trials of Mana on April 24th. Just what happened to the crew of this doomed ship? The Oberdin vanished at sea in 1803, only to wash up 4 years later in Falmouth, England with no sign of survivors. The fate of the crew remains unknown. As an insurance investigator for the East India Company, you must board the ship and uncover the mystery of its disappearance and return. Your analysis will rely heavily on one less than ordinary device. Use the power of the Momentum Mortem pocket watch to turn back time and witness each soul's last moment.
You bastards may take exactly what I give you!
Explore the ship. Observe the situation and record your logical deductions. Without you, the true tale will never be told. What brought the Oberdin to such an end? Little by little, tease apart the misfortunes of the ship and its crew to solve the mystery. Return of the Oberdin arrives on Nintendo Switch in fall 2019. There's a small town out there with a big secret. Never leave town. That is the rule agreed upon by the people of this peaceful town and the castle protecting it. One day, there suddenly appeared a giant monster. To defend the townspeople, one boy named Axe will stand up to face it. And the only weapons he'll need are ideas. But to win one of these battles, you must know when to use them. Strategy is everything if there's any hope to win. During battle, you can move around to garner support from townspeople. Take advantage to gain the advantage. Seize every opportunity to protect your town in this new RPG from Game Freak. And almost all the music in the game was composed by Undertale creator Toby Fox. Little Town Hero will make a stand on Nintendo Switch October 16th. You can pre-purchase and preload the game later today. Fall is coming to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. We can finally confirm the release date of Challenger Pack 3,
There we go.
Banjo and Kazooie. Banjo and Kazooie. And the release date is today.
Oh, there you go, guys.
After
Today.
today's Nintendo Direct, we'll broadcast a video detailing how to use Banjo
There you
and
go.
Kazooie,
Welcome back, Clifford.
featuring the game's director, Masahiro Sakurai. As a special treat, the video will begin immediately following the Nintendo Direct you're watching right now. To tide yourself over until the release of Banjo and Kazooie, please check it out.
There we go.
But first,
Hmm. Okay.
Cover!
There you go, guys. November 2019.
so, Terry Bogard from Fatal Fury is joining the battle. That means we've revealed 4 of the 5 fighters included in the Fighters Pass. Can there really be only one left? We're happy to confirm the development of more DLC fighters for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Outside the 5 fighters included in the Fighters Pass, we can confirm that other new fighters are in development. The battle isn't over yet.
Huh, there you go, guys.
So, what do you think? Regarding what was announced about additional fighters at the end of that segment, we'll have more to share with you in the future. For now,
We'll talk
let's
more about
continue
this
with some more
on the
Nintendo
post-show.
Switch headlines.
It's about time to wake the Windfish in The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, which means the next big adventure on Nintendo Switch is fast approaching. You'll meet some strangely endearing islanders, face a series of puzzling tasks, and encounter some oddly familiar faces. Whatever happens, help Link escape Koholint Island before its mysteries get the best of him. With the all-new Chamber Dungeon, you can place chambers earned on your adventure to arrange your own dungeons, add in plus effects that alter chambers, and save chamber dungeons to a compatible amiibo figure featuring a character from the Legend of Zelda series. That way, your friends can play them. Be ready! The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening will launch before you know it on September 20th.
There you
the
go,
new Link
September
amiibo
20th.
figure will be available that same day. You know the hero's might from Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Now join his adventure. Dragon Quest XI-S, Echoes of an Elusive Age Definitive Edition is exactly that. The most complete version of a sprawling adventure story that allows you to choose between HD and 2D graphics. Travel to past Dragon Quest worlds. And experience new character-focused stories. The day the game launches, free downloadable content can be found in the Champions Pack, including consumable items and more equipment that can change the appearance of party members. An RPG giant draws near. Dragon Quest XI-S, Echoes of an Elusive Age Definitive Edition journeys onto Nintendo Switch September 27th. Until then, you can prepare for your adventure with the free demo on Nintendo eShop.
There you go, guys. Free demo available today. Actually available now.
Looking for more Fire Emblem goodness? Then say hello to Tokyo! The worlds of the Fire Emblem series and Atlas games have crossed paths, and the result is coming to Nintendo Switch. The story takes place in modern-day Tokyo, where creative energy is so abundant it's materialized into something called Performa, which attracts wicked mirages who suck it out of people. You'll face off against this threat as up-and-comer Itsuki Aoi and his friends who are trying to make it in the entertainment business. Fire Emblem characters like Chrom and Sita will join you from another dimension. Together, you'll wage deep turn-based battles, blending the combat of the Fire Emblem and Shin Megami Tensei series. And, in the Nintendo Switch version, there's a new song that wasn't included in the original. Be sure to check out the other new features, from the new story elements to the characters joining you in battle for the first time. Hey, is that Tiki? Tokyo Mirage Sessions Sharp FE Encore releases on January 17th. You can pre-purchase the game later today. Welcome back to where nothing is what it seems. Boston, 2019. It all begins again when FBI agent Aaliyah Davis opens an investigation into an old serial killer case. She also opens a door to the unknown. A door that also takes us back to New Orleans, 14 years ago.
Excuse me?
Here, our story follows an FBI agent who goes by the name of York.
Zach, it looks like
The journey between past and present will take Aaliyah and York on a winding path. But what lies at the end? Will it be truth or madness? Deadly Premonition 2, A Blessing in Disguise boggles and beguiles on Nintendo Switch in 2020. And now for a shocker. The original game in the series will launch on Nintendo eShop as Deadly Premonition Origins later today. Divinity Original Sin 2 Definitive Edition is finally coming to Nintendo Switch. Check it out.
So what do y'all think of what do you think of this so far, guys? Hi there, Allie. There y'all go, that's available today.
And now for a message from Bethesda.
Hey Nintendo fans, Pete Hines from Bethesda. On behalf of everyone at id Software, I'm excited to announce something really cool that we have coming to Nintendo Switch later this year. I'm sure many of you have fond memories of spending countless hours playing your favorite games on Nintendo 64. Well, this year is the 25th anniversary of Doom, one of the most popular first-person shooter franchises ever. And to celebrate, we're re-releasing one of our favorite games, Doom 64. For the first time since its original release in 1997, Doom 64 will be officially available on a Nintendo console. Relive your crusade against the demons in more than 30 action-packed levels. Or, if you're a newcomer, experience the retro first-person shooter that helped make Doom one of the most popular shooter franchises in history. Doom 64 will release on Nintendo Switch on November 22nd this year.
Introducing a brand new IP from developer Hi-Rez Studios, Rogue Company. To most of the world, Rogue Company is a rumor at best, but its operatives are the real deal. And as one of these elite specialists, you'll face challenges which will require your specialized abilities and tools to combat the infamous organization Jackal. Play against friends or match up with a similarly skilled team online in a variety of objective-based game modes. Whether you wield guns, gadgets, or melee weapons, your playstyle will depend on your choice of mercenary, which can be fully customized. There will be plenty of modes, maps, weapons, skins, in-game events, and more. When Rogue Company sneaks up on Nintendo Switch in 2020.
How's it going? Next, the new titles in the core Pokemon RPG series, Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield. We have more information to share that will shed new light on this next Pokemon adventure. Please take a look.
Here we go, guys. The new Pokemon update
Pokemon
on the new
Sword and Pokemon
games.
Shield take place in the Galar region, a scenic land where people and Pokemon work together toward a prosperous future. Among them, you'll encounter new Pokemon and meet new people throughout your adventure. Today, we'll cover 4 features you can look forward to. First, customizing your look. Once again, the latest entry in the series lets you pick your outfit. This time, it's not just tops and bottoms, but a wide variety, including outerwear and gloves. Plus, you can change your hairstyle or put on a little makeup. There's a lot more to becoming a champion than simply honing your battle skills. You've got to look the part too, don't you think? Second, Pokemon Camp. During your journey through the Galar region, you can camp anytime at Pokemon Camp. While you're there, you can play with your Pokemon. And as you get to know them better, they'll also improve in battle. Additionally, in the wild area, you can visit other players' camps too. Feel free to bring along one of your Pokemon and hang out with up to 3 other players at the camp. We definitely recommend interacting with another player's Pokemon.
We got 20 minutes left in the direct, guys.
Third, curry on rice. Pokemon Camp is also a great place to cook up a dish that is very popular in the Galar region, curry on rice. How your curry turns out and what type it is ultimately depends on which berries and other ingredients you use. Not to mention the heart you put into it. There are more than 100 types, and each one you cook up will be registered in your curry decks. The goal? To master the art of curry. Huh? What's that Pokemon doing here? And fourth, we'll introduce some new Pokemon discovered in the Galar region. First is Poltegeist. Normally, it makes a home for itself by hiding amongst tableware at hotels and restaurants. Its body is made of teeth, complete with its own aroma and flavor. It may even allow a trusting trainer to taste its teeth. This ghost-type Pokemon also has a special ability called Weak Armor. Next, another new Pokemon called Cramorant. This flying and water-type Pokemon has one huge appetite. It will swallow anything it can fit in its mouth. When it uses Surf or Dive during battle, watch as it rises from the water, along with the catch in its mouth. If it takes damage in this state, it'll retaliate by spitting out its catch at the attacker. This is Cramorant's exclusive new ability, Gulp Missile. And that's all we have to share with you today. Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield will launch on Nintendo Switch November 15th.
There you go. There's the release date for Pokemon Sword and Shield.
Well, how about that? There are still 2 more months until the game releases. Please look forward to the day you can start your new adventure in the Galar region. So, it's been about a year since we began offering Nintendo Switch Online memberships. With Nintendo Switch Online, we're providing a variety of games and fun features. And now, we're looking to add in an additional library of games. It's called Super Nintendo Entertainment System Nintendo Switch Online. With this, you can play a variety of classic Super NES games on Nintendo Switch. There are some you may not expect, like Stunt Race FX, which will be available to play on another system for the first time. You can face off or team up in local multiplayer by passing a Joy-Con controller to a friend, or even play together online. Oh, and the rewind function will be available from launch.
Oh, nice.
Here are the first games we plan to release. All 20 of the games you see on screen will launch tomorrow.
Oh,
of course,
nice.
We will eventually add more to the lineup. This offer is exclusively available to Nintendo Switch Online members, so please enjoy them at no additional charge.
Oh, yes. Good job, Nintendo.
You noticed
Good
this,
job.
did you? To recapture the original feel of these games, we will be releasing a Super Nintendo Entertainment System Nintendo Switch Online exclusive controller as a special offer. To charge it, you can use a USB cable, just like the Nintendo Switch Pro controller. This Super NES-style controller will be available for purchase exclusively for Nintendo Switch Online members. Visit the Nintendo website for the latest information on its release. Wouldn't it be nice to play those games again with one of these controllers? Well, let's move on to some more Nintendo Switch headlines.
Sure, you know Tetris, but can you survive this? Nintendo Switch Online members, the large-scale puzzle battle game Tetris 99 is getting a free update. Tetris 99 Invictus is here, and not for the faint of heart. You can't even play it until you achieve Tetris Maximus status. Can you survive against the best of the best? Well, good luck. We're also adding in daily missions for some added challenges. By clearing these missions, you can acquire tickets and exchange them for the second wave of paid DLC is here as well. In 2-player share battle mode, pass a Joy-Con controller to a friend for a 2-player game against each other and the CPU, and get together with friends to battle via local wireless on your Nintendo Switch systems in local arena mode. The version 2.0 update for Tetris 99 will be available tomorrow. A packaged version, including the game, DLC, and a Nintendo Switch Online 12-month individual membership will be available September 6th. Mario and Sonic are ready to kick it old school in Tokyo. Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games has become a tradition of its own. This time, there are more than 20 events, including the 100-meter, karate, football, skateboarding, rugby sevens, sport climbing, badminton, gymnastics, surfing, and you know what? There's more where that came from. Check out these 10 retro-style events, each one rocking some sweet 2D-style graphics. They're all new, all retro, and very refreshing to play. On top of that, there are new mini-games, unlockable characters, and a story mode in which Mario, Sonic, Bowser, and Dr. Eggman must escape from a game based on the Olympic Games Tokyo 1964. Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games Tokyo 2020 will go for the gold November 5th. The next Daemon X Machina demo will be here sooner than you think. Ahead of the full game's release next week, the free demo version, Daemon X Machina Prologue Demo, will be available for download later today.
I had a feeling.
In this prologue, you'll man your mech through the beginning of the game, and all of your progress can carry over to the full game. If you've never played a mech action game and you're wondering what they're all about, this is the perfect time to take one for a test drive. A key feature of this demo is the co-op mode for up to 4 players, and we're happy to report that it can be played via local wireless. So, gather your friends, and make the bosses feel like the little guys. The full game will also support online play. Be ready by customizing your mech and honing your skills on missions. What hides beneath your mech's armor? A god or a demon? Daemon X Machina will be ready for action September 13th. A Star Wars classic so fun, it's back for more. Kyle Katarn, agent of the New Republic, is our only hope to stop a rogue Jedi. Get your lightsaber at the ready, blaster in hand, and prepare to wield the full power of the Force. Courtesy of Aspire, the full single-player experience of Star Wars Jedi Knight 2 Jedi Outcast is coming to Nintendo Switch September 24th. We've got new details on some upcoming games.
Here's where my journey begins.
You are Geralt of Rivia, mercenary
There you go,
monster
guys. The
slayer.
Witcher 3.
Current contract, tracking down a living weapon known as the Child of Prophecy. You'll have a whole world to explore, at home and on the go, when The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt Complete Edition comes to Nintendo Switch on October 15th.
And I will, of course,
all
talk about.
downloadable content
I
and
will,
story
of course,
expansions are
we go
along for
over
the
all
ride.
these and talk about what we
Become the most
may
feared
and
pirate
may
in the
not
Caribbean
like.
in Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. Then transform into the Ultimate Assassin Hunter in Assassin's Creed Rogue. That's 2 action-packed games for one great value. All past DLC and new features like touch control and motion aiming coming exclusively to Nintendo Switch in Assassin's Creed The Rebel Collection. Battle for survival at the edge of a savage frontier in the online free-to-play action RPG Dauntless. Whether you're a veteran looking to take your Slayer on the go, or a rookie ready to forge your legacy, you'll hone your skills, craft and customize hundreds of gear options, and team up with other Slayers to take down boss-sized behemoths. As you can see, the folks at Phoenix Labs are adding loads of new content in anticipation of the game's launch on Nintendo Switch, and there's plenty more on the horizon. Open your calendar, more games are on the way!
Yeah, who cares about Just Dance? Move on.
How's everything going? Next up, Animal Crossing New Horizons. We revealed many details about the game back in June, so we prepared a video covering what was announced. Let's see, shall we?
Well, there we go, guys. So we did get Animal Crossing after all.
Thank you for choosing the Deserted Island Getaway Package. A laid-back, relaxing time in a haven of nature awaits. For you and the other folks participating in the Getaway Package, the time's come to get into the groove of deserted island life. It may be a deserted island, but the Resident Services building at its center is here to support your needs, so there's nothing to worry about. For starters, we'll provide you with a tent. Please select the spot where you'd like it set up. Oh, and there's something else. We'd like to offer you an original Nook Inc. Nook phone. It comes pre-installed with a variety of apps for all your deserted island needs, including recipes for crafting tools and furniture. Let's start by crafting an axe. We're going to need some materials, like branches and stones. Then we'll head to Resident Services and use the workbench. Nicely done! You can use the tools you craft to acquire new materials, like this. And with those, you can craft more items. Feel free to place furniture inside or outside. You can fine-tune the arrangement so that the decor expresses your style, and you can fully enjoy the deserted island life. Let's head back to Resident Services. Here we sell tools and furniture. We also buy your unwanted items, including any weeds you remove, as part of our island cleanup plan. In addition to the usual in-game currency, bells, you can also earn Nook Miles through the Nook Mileage program. You can exchange your miles for special items and recipes. You'll earn miles through a host of activities on the island, so be sure to take advantage of this program. There are many ways to experience the joys of life on a deserted island. Go fishing, catch some bugs, tend to flowers, and pick them to make a garland. Thanks to crafting, even weeds have their uses. A vaulting pole makes it easy to quickly cross a river. A nutritious snack will help you shovel up a tree in no time. Plant it somewhere else to change things up in that corner of the island. The scenery changes with the time and weather. There will be sunshine, cloudy days, rainfall, and enough wind to shake the trees. Depending on the time of day and the season, you'll encounter different creatures to catch too.
Hi there, Dylan. As you can see here, we're just watching the Animal Crossing
types who
stuff.
live
The Animal
together on the
Crossing
same island
New
can
Horizons
play
stuff.
simultaneously, up to 4 players at a time on one system. We hope you enjoy living together and working together in the same space. With a local wireless or internet connection, you can travel to another player's island for a total of 8 players in one visit. The whole scene feels meant to be. Why not snap a photo with everyone and make it a lasting memory? How's deserted island life looking? What we've shown you here today is truly just the beginning. There's so much more waiting to be discovered. So many activities, animals to encounter, and more calling to you from the island. We can't wait for you to experience the Nook Inc. Deserted Island Getaway Package.
And there you go. March 20th, 2020.
So, how'd it look? There's still a bit more time until the game launches, so please stay tuned. Alright, the next game will be our last announcement of the day. Please give it a look.
Do you wish to change it? Huh? the future.
Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, guys.
Monolith Soft's Xenoblade Chronicles, which originally released in 2012 on the Wii system, is destined to be reborn on Nintendo Switch as Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. The game is planned for release in 2020. Please look forward to more announcements in the future. That's it for today. Thank you for watching.
Hello everyone, I'm Masahiro Sakurai, director of the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate game. In our last showcase, I talked a little bit about Hero. Today, I'd like to show you all how to use Banjo and Kazooie. You may feel like some time has passed since our Hero showcase, but we're actually recording this only 2 days after that broadcast. We sure are busy, even if I say so myself. Now that today's Nintendo Direct is over, please let me take just a little bit more of your time. You may remember in the Hero showcase, I was playing by myself, using 2 controllers, like this. With Hero, if you cast spells using command selection, any opposing heroes will block those attacks automatically using their shields. So in the background, I was actually using the second controller to make the hero look away or do moves so my attacks would connect. Today I have my controllers set up side by side, but back in the GameCube days, I lined them up vertically, like this. Try doing this with the Nintendo Switch Pro controllers, however, and you'll end up accidentally pressing the L and R buttons. So even though it's a bit of a pain, I do it like this now. This time around, I'll also be doing my best to control 2 fighters at once, kind of like Banjo and Kazooie, 2 characters acting as one. Alright, let's get started. So, what is Banjo-Kazooie? Well, in terms of genre, it's similar to Super Mario 64, and it was first released on Nintendo 64 back in 1998. The character Banjo made his first appearance a year earlier in a game called Diddy Kong Racing. After that, Banjo-Kazooie was released, and then Banjo-Tooie. 2 titles were then released for Game Boy Advance, although they never came to Japan. And then there's Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts, which was released on Xbox 360. As some of you may know, the Banjo-Kazooie IP now belongs to Microsoft. Technically, they're a rival platform holder. Even so, they were happy for Banjo and Kazooie to join the Super Smash Bros. Series. For that, I'm extremely grateful. Rare also welcomed us with open arms. So, if you want to play Banjo-Kazooie today, you can do so on Xbox. I know this is a Nintendo broadcast, but please, give the game a try on Xbox. Now let's talk about the music. The Banjo-Kazooie series music has a country feel to it. If we were to include this music in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate as is, it wouldn't really match the atmosphere of battle, so we put a lot of effort into arranging the music for the game. We'd like to play for you several of these arrangements during the showcase. Up here, yes, here, you'll see the track names. Okay, let's take a look at the fighter. So this is Banjo and Kazooie in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. There's Kazooie. We're using a special ROM today, so the camera is a bit different from the production version. We've included lots of actions Banjo and Kazooie use in their original game. For example, the Talon Trot here is used for their dash. And their jumps are based on abilities like Flap Flip and Feathery Flap. Their neutral attack is called Claw Swipe. This ability looks similar to this in the original game, but we've built upon the original motion so it better fits the action of our game. Their flurry attack is a rat-a-tat-rat. Their dash attack is a forward roll, which is something Donkey Kong uses as well. This move is a pretty useful one. Their down tilt is Beak Barge. Their up smash is Bill Drill. It looks a bit different from their original games, but the animation reflects the fact that it's a consecutive attack. In Japanese, their side smash is called Harisen Kazooie. Harisen is a word that only exists in Japanese, so I was curious what this move would be called in the West. In English, it's called Breagle Bash. I think Breagle is the type of bird Kazooie is, so this basically means bird bash, which is pretty accurate.
Bird bash.
Their neutral air is Wing Whack. Their back air is an air rat-a-tat-rat, which hits 3 times. Their down air is Beak Buster, which they use to down stab as they drop. As you can see, even their regular attacks are based on attacks from their original game. The down and up taunts were something that existed in the Banjo-Kazooie series too. The up taunt is based on an animation from Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts, where Banjo sometimes stretches. Now I'd like to go over their special moves. First, their neutral special is Egg Firing. It's pretty much their go-to move. The eggs bounce, and by holding down the button when launching the eggs, you'll do the attack you see here, Breagle Blaster. Breagle Blaster is based on this part in Banjo-Tooie where the screen mimics an FPS. You can hold the button for auto fire, but as you do, the power of the eggs will gradually decrease, so you'll need to be careful. You can cancel it by crouching or pressing the shield button. Next, their side special is Wonder Wing. As in their original game, it's an invincible charging attack. It's fairly powerful and will basically win against any other attack. However, you can see some feathers above Banjo's head. There are 5 of them in total, and I just used up all of them. After using them up, you won't be able to use the attack again until you lose a stock. Since the remaining uses of Wonder Wing only appear above their heads once activated, you'll really need to make sure you hammer the number of uses into your head. You can use it as a recovery option, and since it's likely to trump counterattacks, it doesn't have many disadvantages, but it does have a weak point. If it's blocked with a shield, for instance, you'll be wide open to attack. In addition, you can be grabbed during this move. At any rate, keep track of how many Wonder Wing uses you have left. And when fighting against Banjo and Kazooie, make sure to take action against this attack, and remember to keep an eye on it. It's important to keep this in mind. Next is their up special, Shock Spring Jump. This move utilizes the Shock Spring pad from their original game. There are a few things to note. First, you can hit your opponents with the Shock Spring pad. It can be used to recover, and it's throwable too. Also, it's pretty different from other up specials that carry the fighter upward in that you're still able to jump in mid-air after using it, meaning you can jump twice in a row. So if you're falling, you can use it like this, jump and then dodge, increasing your ability to recover. By the way, the height of a shock spring jump will change depending on how long you hold the button down. Note the slight difference in height. Next, for their down special, Rear Egg, they'll fire a grenade out of his backpack. It's a grenade egg. This is a slightly odd projectile in that it can only be launched behind the fighter. And because the grenade egg is football shaped, Its bouncy trajectory can be unpredictable. After a certain time, it will explode. I think it will be a useful tool for keeping opponents in check. It's treated like an item, so you can pick it up and throw it. Your opponents can also throw it back at you. But its detonation sequence is relatively short, so both you and your opponents will need to make sure you throw it quickly, or it will explode while you're still holding it. I guess there are a lot of different ways to use this ability. Lastly, their final smash is the Mighty Ginginator. The Mighty Ginginator is what delivered the final blow to Gruntilda in their original game. This move will send your opponents flying.
Huh.
This stage is called Kurukuruyama in Japan, but in the West it's called Spiral Mountain. As you can see, it's a mountain where the bottom portion is a spiral shape. A rotation icon will appear, and the stage will spin. This is quite unusual, even for the Super Smash Bros. Series. It's truly unique. Anything on the stage, items or otherwise, will also move. As the stage turns, the shape of Spiral Mountain will also transform, meaning your recovery points will also change. Platforms like this will appear from time to time. A bridge will also appear when Gruntilda's lair is visible. Now that we've covered both the fighter and the stage, let's go ahead and jump into some actual battles. This time, I'll be taking on not just one, but two fighters in a team battle. Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong versus Banjo and Kazooie. Hang on, so there are actually two on my side too? So I should be fine, right? Probably not. In fact, definitely not. Looks like I'm gonna get beaten up pretty bad if I just stand around, so I'll play carefully. I should probably keep them in check. Your eggs, which can be fired forward or backward, are useful at times like this, and thanks to Kazooie, Banjo and Kazooie can use moves with a relatively wide range of attack. We'll make good use of these as we take them on. Note we're playing with items on. I think we're doing pretty good so far. I have two opponents, and since items are on, they'll have twice as many opportunities to pick up items. And since the final smash meter is on, the opponent can use it twice. I'm at quite a disadvantage, but I'm going to try my hardest. I can use Wonder Wing 2 more times. Oops, I guess I should be explaining all their moves, huh? Auto fire, auto fire. Ooh, ouch. Oh, their final smash meter's filled up. You can have that. Now. And nice.
Oh.
Now that there's one less opponent, this should be easier. I do want to use a final smash, but it might be a bit tough. Oh, that's good. And final smash.
And victory. And
I forced them out, so I win. Banjo picks up a Jiggy from the original game.
Huh?
That's a wrap. I'd also like to talk about some of the cameos that liven up the stage. First, we have the witch Gruntilda. In Banjo-Kazooie, this poor soul gets sealed underground by a boulder. Anyway, she's very cruel, and you can hear all about her from her sister, Gruntilda. This is Bottles, a mole, and another poor soul. His fate is sealed in the beginning of Banjo-Tooie. He's a friend of Banjo and Kazooie. Next is Mumbo Jumbo. This poor soul had all of his Mumbo tokens stolen by Gruntilda. He helps you out in many ways throughout the game. And we have Tootie. Can you spot her? She's running at the bottom. She's tiny and can barely even make her out. But by zooming in, you can see all the detail, even at her size. You could probably make an action game just using this. She's raising havoc on the vegetable patch for some reason. And after that, she strikes an enigmatic taunt. Now she's heading back home. She looks all calm when you look at her this way, but this soul is actually the saddest of all the souls. You'd understand how miserable she really is if you saw the game over scene in Banjo-Kazooie. Oh, maybe she's not going home? And here come the Jinjos. We saw some of these a short while ago when the mighty Jinjonator appeared. They come in many different colors and were hidden throughout the world by Gruntilda in the original game, so you could say they're also sad souls. And now we see something floating around in the background. These are our basic enemy characters called Buzz Bombs, but since they can float around, they're lucky enough to have made the cut in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. This is what they look like close up. It's basically a dragonfly, right? We put a lot of thought into the guest characters as well, and we put a lot of effort into these hard-to-see areas, so I hope you enjoy it.
Song collection.
Next, let's talk music. As I mentioned earlier, we're taking country-style music and adapting it for use in battle. We're including a total of 10 music tracks. Of these, 7 are entirely new arrangements. I've always thought that getting all this for $5.99 is a fantastic deal, so I hope you enjoy it. The music for Spiral Mountain was arranged by Grant Kirkhope. He created the original Banjo-Kazooie's music. I've worked with many musicians over the years, but this is the first time I've worked with a musician outside of Japan. I was a bit worried about whether my directions would be understood, but he did an absolutely wonderful job. And here's the list of tracks this time. Each of the new tracks has been carefully tailored to match the action taking place on screen. Alongside the launch of Banjo and Kazooie, there will also be a software update. We're very pleased with the sales of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And to express our appreciation, we've added another game mode, which will pretty much be our final new mode. I'm going to go ahead and play, so please take a look. And here it is. You need to damage the sandbag in front of you as much as possible. And with this bat, not with this, but this bat. And off it goes.
Home run derby.
High. Maybe a little too high. And so, Home Run Contest makes its return. It's been powered up in various ways compared to previous Home Run contests, so please enjoy. This time, Sandbag has flown 300 kilometers. I think that's about the distance from Tokyo to Nagoya. That's if you drive on the Tomei Expressway. You can actually play with a second player. Let's give it a go. Attack, attack, keep attacking using both players. Time to strike. Here we go. No. This isn't how you're supposed to play the game. When I say 2 players can take part, I mean friends can play together, and not one person playing as 2 fighters. I hope you play this with your friends. In shared content, many people have uploaded their customized Mii fighters. Up until now, it may have been a little difficult to use since you were not able to customize their special moves. But moving forward, you will be able to freely customize their special moves. If you find a Mii fighter that you like the look of, you can freely download them and set the special moves however you want and play as them. However, this will not be applied to Mii fighters created before this software update, and only applies to Mii fighters created after the update, so I hope you re-upload your Mii fighters. Please enjoy many different varieties of Mii fighters. We will add in some Mii fighter costumes as well. Please take a look.
Okay, I see now we'll be doing some more of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate eventually, guys.
We've added a costume for Sans from Undertale, who was a popular request. And this Sans outfit also comes with a music track. This will be listed in the other category, so you can check it out there. The arrangement was made by none other than the creator of Undertale himself, Toby Fox. Toby has actually visited my house, and we played Super Smash Bros. Ultimate together. He was actually really good. Of all the guests, he was probably the strongest. When we both chose random and played, the win ratio was about half and half. Or I may have been losing. Next, I'd like to talk about a new set of amiibo that will soon be available. Squirtle, Ivysaur, and Snake. I wonder why he was hiding. They will each be available on September 20th. The software update, including the Banjo and Kazooie DLC, will be available today. As mentioned in Nintendo Direct, Terry Bogard will be joining Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Although we showed the reveal trailer, there was hardly any in-game footage. Some of you may wonder where the in-game footage is. Well, it's shaping up nicely. But we weren't quite ready to include it in the reveal. That SNK Neo Geo opening was fun, wasn't it? I'd like to show you just a little bit of in-game footage of Terry. Here you go. Finally, it was announced that we will be working on even more DLC fighters. To me, it feels like the finish line is sliding farther away. You may wonder, how much longer can he be involved with Super Smash Bros. Ultimate? But I'm also excited. Adding more characters into the game means that more game worlds will be added to the series. And ultimately, that means that there will be an even greater opportunity to delight the fans. At the same time, I feel that Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is now representing so many characters and game worlds that it's become an enormous game. Even if the Super Smash Bros. Series continues moving forward, I doubt there will ever be an opportunity to bring this many characters together again. And so I want to keep improving on this record as much as possible. And I will continue to work hard at developing the game. I appreciate your support. That's it for today. Thank you very much.
Well, there we go, guys. And that is it. So now let's go back to the beginning of the direct and let's talk about each of these things a little at a time. Hang on one second. We'll start our post show here in 1 second. Let me go ahead and bring the comments back. Let's see here.
Hotel? Guess we should expect some mummies, harsh sands, and booby traps.
Hang on 1 second. Let me go back to Overwatch first. Okay, as y'all can see here from the first thing in the Overwatch trailer here, we basically got like 4 different characters here. We got the one here that's not being shown. We got 2 here, and then there's kind of one in distance here. Again, James, I have no clue. That's just how Nintendo had it. Okay, anyway, as you can see here, let's move on. As you can see here, we got one. As you can see here, we got all of our characters here that we've seen. Let me go back just a little bit to a previous clip. Actually, no, let's finish it off. Here we go.
EMP activated.
There you go. There's one of the characters from Overwatch. New ways to play. As you can see here, got one doing like a giant, turning into a giant wheel.
Glorious.
Okay, here we go. Here are the 4 characters again. Going into what looks like a castle. And when we get to the end where they talk about the release date and stuff, I will... Okay, here we go. Here's all the Overwatch characters in all. Okay, as you can see here now, available on October 15th. While I won't be getting it, I will say that if you are into Overwatch, that I would highly recommend buying it on the Nintendo Switch to show the developers and stuff that people definitely wanted to play it on the Switch. Anyway, moving on now to... Moving on to the next game.
Hello, everyone.
Let me skip the Nintendo president here. Hang on.
Which October 15th, so please look
hang on one
forward to
second.
it. Okay, let's get into our first batch of
Okay, here we go. Unseen floors of the haunted mansion. Haunted hotel revealed. Here we go.
Luigi's Mansion 3 takes place in a haunted hotel, where every floor has a distinct theme unlike any other. Case in point, Tomb Suites. I mean, a pyramid inside a hotel.
There was one thing I wanted to show off real quick. Hang on.
You gotta see these floors of the hotel for yourself. Luigi's Mansion...
Okay, as you can see here, look at that haunted hotel from the outside, guys and gals. As you can see here, starting at the bottom, that door looks like it's locked. It looks like Luigi would have to go around back to open it up. And then you kind of got your floor levels, starting with this one right here going up to floor 1. This would basically be in floor 2, I think. This would be in floor 3. Kind of followed by 4, 5, and 6. And then going up all the way to 7. But let's see.
3 takes place in a haunted hotel, where every floor has a distinct theme unlike any other. Case in point, Tomb Suites.
As you can see here, take a look at all the different
pyramid
floors.
Inside a hotel?
And there's our pyramid. Of course, you got Luigi vacuuming up some sand. Or would you rather call it dust? And the biggest thing that I'm excited about, I'll talk about when we get to it, as far as Luigi Mansion 3 goes. But, as you can see here, yeah, I mean, you can call it dust if you want to, but the way Nintendo has it set up, they call it a pyramid inside of a hotel. They call it crazy there.
Guess we
And as you can see here, some mummies.
should expect some mummies. Harsh sands.
See, there's the harsh sands right here. And then you can kind of see the coins coming out.
And booby traps. As for the other floors,
And as you saw there, the booby trap. And now here is what looks like a musical floor. Or a music room floor, basically.
well, there's a disco floor.
Yeah,
a
disco
pirate-themed
floor.
restaurant.
And then you've got the haunted kitchen or hotel or what, or trying to think what it's called here. Hang on.
Harsh sands. And booby traps. As for the other floors,
Hang on
well,
1 second.
there's a disco floor, a pirate-themed restaurant.
Yeah, the pirate-themed restaurant. Just look at that. The pirate skeleton. Then you've got, let's see here. They put so much detail into this game, it's crazy. Then you've got oddly shaped tables and chairs. There's just so much going on in this game.
You get the idea. May not be the usual amenity.
And then you kind of got a pirate ship here with a boo, or not a boo, but a ghost right here. Yep, pretty much.
But there's a rogues gallery of bosses to check out before you, well, check out.
And here's one of the bosses right here, kind of being hidden.
Speaking of
And then of course you got your new mode, Luigi's Ghost Dog here. See your new mode, as you can see here, Scream Park.
amenities, step right up to this all-new attraction, Scream Park. In this
As you can see here, it's just outside the hotel.
party mode, there's a Luigi team and a Gooigi team. With only one
And there we go. We got Team Luigi and Team Gooigi here. But either way, as you can see here, so far so good.
Nintendo Switch system, 2 to 8 players can battle it out. See which team can defeat the most ghosts. Collect the most coins by piloting floaties with the Poltergust G00 and break the most targets. Hey, even Luigi needs a break sometimes. Luigi's Mansion 3 opens its doors on October 31st.
And now here's, as you can see here, for those that may have missed it, the shocker. Or in this case, I knew it was coming out on Halloween Day. But be prepared for Luigi's Mansion 3 to come out on that Thursday. Because Halloween is on Thursday this year. Next up.
Just in time for Halloween.
Okay, next up we had the new free-to-start Kirby game for the Nintendo Switch. It was called, I think it was called Kirby, hang on 1 second. Okay, it was Super Kirby Clash. Let me go back just a little bit on it though. Hang on one second. Okay, here we go.
Load of this new free-to-start Kirby game. The combined forces of Kirby.
As you can see here, we've got 4 versions of Kirby. We got green Kirby, blue Kirby, yellow Kirby, and then of course our regular Kirby. The regular pink fluff, as they call him. And actually, you don't have to capitalize that. Here's how you do it. But as you can see there, we've been live for basically 2 hours now. 2 hours and 22 minutes. Either way, let me get on with the rest of this.
Kirby, and Kirby are in for.
As you can see here, we got 4 Kirbys facing off against a few
wicked
enemies
boss
here.
fights.
We had like a bear. We've got a few other things here.
Calling it Super Kirby Clash. Take up quests in town.
As you can see here,
you and your team.
We've got Blade Hero, Hammer Lord, Dr. Healmore, and then of course we've got Beam Mange.
We'll pick 4 jobs. That's right. Get your
And then here's the unique weapons and stuff.
weapons, get your gear, and get ready. Some mighty tough enemies await. There are more than 100 quests. So, get a look at your enemy and make sure you have the right job
there you go.
for the job.
As you can see
The key to
here,
victory is to know your role and work as a team. You can play alone, together on one system, team up via local wireless, or even play online. It'll be time to unite with friends and players from around the world and overcome each challenging quest when Super...
This gave me a... Trying to think of what that Meat Challenger theme or whatever it was called, that Meat Challenger thing on the in the Meat Plaza or whatever it was called. I forgot the name of it now, but it gave me that kind of a feel. Y'all may remember what it's called more than I would. Either way, let's continue on.
Kirby Clash launches later today. And remember, it's free to start too. This long-awaited, recently released RPG is getting a remake. After 25 years, fans of the Mana series can look forward to the HD remake of the 3rd game in the trilogy, Trials of Mana.
Okay, as you can see here from Trials of Mana, for those who played the original game may remember this character.
From 6 different characters, you'll choose a protagonist and 2 companions. The ones you choose will determine which of the interwoven stories you follow through this reimagined world.
Now you remember what will happen to dear Jessica if I die.
This interference will not be forgotten.
As each character advances, they'll have the opportunity to switch.
As you can see there, you can basically choose your character. Hang on one second.
Their class, allowing them to learn stronger special moves and spells. Step into the light, or show your dark side when picking your
And there you go, you can choose either light or dark
class to change your character's appearance and abilities. Unlike the classic version, characters have full range of movement, including jumping and combo attacks for each member of your party.
And as you can see here, she's facing some kind of a giant goat. Let's see here if it shows its name. Hang on. Yep, up there it is. It is Dalton.
Once again, the wheels of fate are beginning to turn.
As you can see here,
find out what's in store for
this game comes out on April 24th, 2020. So if you liked the original Secret of Mana and other Mana games, you'll definitely want that.
Beloved world of Trials of Mana on April 24th. Just what happened to the crew of this doomed ship? The Oberdin vanished.
And then here we got Return of the Orbadin. Then I'm going to let the narrator kind of explain what's going on here.
At sea in 1803, only to wash up 4 years later in Falmouth, England with no sign of survivors. The fate of the crew remains unknown. As an insurance investigator for the East India Company, you must board the ship and uncover the mystery of its disappearance and return. Your analysis will rely heavily on one less than ordinary device. Use the power of the Momentum Mortem pocket watch to turn back time and witness each soul's last moment.
You bastard!
And there you go, guys.
Exactly what I give you!
Explore the ship. Observe the situation.
This kind of gives off a, well, even though this is a mystery game kind of feel, it's also a, you know, if you've ever played Clue, just basically like that. Who or what murdered the crew members?
And record your logical deductions. Without you, the true tale will never be told. What brought the Oberdin to such an end?
Okay, now let's skip on through that, because as you can see here, while it looks interesting, let's move on to the next game. Okay, from here, from Game Freak Incorporated, we got Little Town Hero.
Never leave town. That is the rule agreed upon by the people of this peaceful town, and the castle protecting it. One day, there suddenly appeared a giant monster. To defend the townspeople, one boy named Axe will stand up to face it.
Hang on 1 second, guys. Okay, as you can see here now from Little Town Hero, they're basically showing you how to fight this well, it looks like evil. I'm guessing it's half gorilla, I don't know. But basically, this is basically a strategy game disguised as a RPG.
And the only weapons he'll need are ideas. But to win one of these battles, you must know when to use them. Strategy is everything if there's any hope to win. During battle, you can move around to garner support from townspeople. Take advantage.
As you can see here, just all the detail and stuff they put into this game. And it is, let's see here, hang on one second. Okay, here we go.
Little Town Hero will make a stand on Nintendo Switch October.
And that comes out October 16th. Not really, Allie. It's more like, it's just more like a strategy game than anything. Either way,
16.
moving on.
You can pre-purchase and preload the game later today. Fall is coming to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
And then, of course, we already know about the Banjo-Kazooie stuff, so let's move on from that. But we all know that they're showing off more Smash Brothers stuff here, so hang on. And then, of course, we know Link's Awakening is coming September 20th. And of course, we know about Dragon Quest. The next thing that I want to talk about, though, let me find where it's at. Okay, right here.
Please look forward to the day you can start your new adventure in the Galar region. So, it's been about a year since we began offering Nintendo Switch Online memberships. With Nintendo Switch Online, we're providing a variety of games and fun features. And now, we're looking to add in an additional library of games. It's called Super Nintendo Entertainment System Nintendo Switch Online. With this, you can play a variety of classic Super NES games on Nintendo Switch. There are some you may not expect, like Stunt Race FX, which will be available to play on another system for the first time. You can face off or team up in local multiplayer by passing a Joy-Con controller to a friend, or even play together on.
As you see here, we got
Mine.
Kirby's Dream Land 3. Hang on one second. I may have to refine the direct, or at least find my footage again. Hang on. Hang on one second. But either way, we know that Super Nintendo's coming, so let's go ahead and bring in some of you guys as far as the chat goes, and let's talk about this together. Let me go to my Discord a second. Hang on one second, guys. I'm going to try to add... Let's do sort of like a Discord call, or not a Discord call, but a Discord video chat and stuff, if you want to, guys. While I am looking for... Let's see here, while we look for some footage from Nintendo, hang on. Hang on one second. Okay, let me go back to Nintendo a second. Okay, here we go. We stopped at... We stopped at the Super Nintendo stuff, hang on. Okay, here we go.
So, it's been about a year since we began offering Nintendo Switch Online memberships. With Nintendo Switch Online, we're providing a variety of games.
Okay, so let me go ahead and ask who wants to do a Discord video chat. Hang on one second. Okay, testing. Okay, anyway, let's go ahead and continue on until you decide if you want to chat with me live during the pre-show. Just let me know and then we'll set something up.
And fun features.
As you can see here.
And now, we're looking to add in an additional library of games. It's called Super Nintendo Entertainment System Nintendo Switch Online. With this,
we got Super Mario Kart here.
You can play a variety of
Kirby's Dream Curse, or
classic Super NES games.
Yoshi's Island
on Nintendo Switch.
F-Zero, Legend of Zelda: Link Past, Super Mario World.
There are some you may not expect.
Star Fox,
like Stunt.
And then of course Stunt Race FX is kind of something different.
Race FX, which will be available to play on another system for the first time. You can face off or team up.
And then of course we've got the I forgot the name of it now, but there's been Dr. Eggman's Mean Bean Machine version of this. There's been other versions of this too.
In local multiplayer by passing a Joy-Con controller to a friend, or even play together online. Oh, and the rewind function will be available from launch.
Okay, let me kind of go back a little bit there. Okay, here we go. Okay, we got what looks like Brawl Brothers, Breath of Fire, I guess it's Demon's Crest. Of course we know about F-Zero. We've got Joe and Mac 2, Kirby's Dream Curse, Kirby's Dream Land 3, Pilot Wings, Star Fox, Stunt Race, Earth Defense Force,
games we plan to release.
Super Ghosts and Goblins, Super Mario Kart, Super Mario World, Yoshi's Island, Super Metroid. We got Super Soccer and something else I can't make out the name of. Super Tennis I couldn't care less about either. Link to the Past. But either way, here we go. Oh, Super Puyo 2. Let's see here. And here, either way, here are the first, I think it's 20 games. Yep, first 20.
Many of the games you see on screen will launch tomorrow. Of course, we will eventually add more to the lineup.
So, tomorrow, guys, remind me. Well, actually, know what? You can remind me today. I'm going to be renewing my Nintendo Switch online service account. But either way, I'm going to get on Discord now, and I'm going to try and do a video. I'm going to try and do a video call with a few of you guys. I'm going to see if Lightgazer wants to get in on it. And I want to see if Brayton wants to get in on it too. Hang on. Hang on 1 second. Hang on 1 second, guys. Yeah, I know. There's only a few things here that I liked about it too. The Luigi. I'll summarize things that I liked later. I'm gonna try to get other people's opinions and stuff too about what they liked. If you're listening to this, Gazer. Okay, let me think here. Either way, let me move on to something else as far as this goes. There's a few Super Nintendo games that I am definitely going to be trying out tomorrow. To change things up a little bit. Hmm. Either way, let's move on.
This offer is exclusively available to Nintendo Switch Online members, so please enjoy them at no additional charge. Oh, you noticed this, did you?
Okay, now the Super Nintendo controller I could care less about. Tetris 99 I don't really care about. I'm not into Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. And then, of course, the last thing, other than Animal Crossing, which I'll save for when Brayton wants to talk. And then there was Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. That was basically it, as far as the Nintendo Direct went today. So, let me kind of get my notepad out here live. And let me kind of cover up Mr. Nintendo President's face here. And I will give y'all my list of pros first. And then, let's see here, there was... Okay, next we had... Let me go back and make sure of
To recapture the original feel of these games, we will...
Let me make sure there's nothing I'm missing. I said Luigi's Mansion. Let's see here. For those who wanted another Kirby game, there was Super Kirby Clash. So here we go. Okay, let's see here. Let's see here. Trials of Mana. Okay, next, after that, I didn't really care about this game. I'll get to the things I didn't care about. Starting with this one, I think. Hang on. For Overwatch, and so y'all know, I'm not done with my pros yet. I'm just making my cons list as well. Starting with Return of Orbidin. Okay, next up on my list of things that I didn't care about, let's see here. Uh, see here, Town Hero, Little Town Hero. Let's see here. Good things, let's see here. Okay, let me make sure I'm not missing anything else.
Game later today.
I've got Terry from Fatal Fury, I couldn't care less about. Okay, so far my list consists of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 good things so far. Okay, next up. I've already mentioned Link's Awakening. Let's see here. For Dragon Quest, I'll put that under pros because okay, after Dragon Quest, let's see here. I couldn't care about Tokyo Mirage uh, Sessions FE Encore, so let me put that under I don't care. Okay, so far I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So far I have it 8 to 4.
Sessions sharp.
Deadly. Hang on one second. Here we go. Here's another one that I couldn't care less about. So you're after Deadly Premonition 2.
And now for Divinity.
I couldn't care about Divinity. Okay, next up. After this.
And now
Okay, after Doom, we've got Rogue Company. I couldn't care less about. Now, of course, we know about Pokemon Sword and Shield, so I'm going to put that, hang on, under a plus. Then, of course, under plus, we've got the Super Nintendo Entertainment System, Nintendo Switch Online, so okay, after that, I'm going to put under what I couldn't care less about. Let's see here, Tetris Attack. Let's see here, Tetris 99. Also, I couldn't really care less about the Mario and Sonic game. Demon X Machina, I couldn't care less about. See here. Next up, I couldn't care less about. Let me find it. There it is. Star Wars Jedi Knight 2 Night Outcast. Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Let's see here. After that,
Rebel Collection. Battle for survival at the edge of a savage frontier in the online free-to-play action RPG Dauntless.
okay, Dauntless I couldn't care less about.
Whether you're a veteran looking to take your Slayer on the go, open your calendar. More games are on the way.
Okay, let me add more games to the I don't care list. Hang on 1 second. Okay, Grid Auto Sport. Okay, after Grid Auto Sport, let's see here. NBA 2K20. Hang on one second. See here, the Outer Worlds. I couldn't care less about. Okay, Devil May Cry 2. I'm guessing is Vampire or Pyra. I don't know how you say that. Okay, now of course Animal Crossing New Horizons is going to be on the plus side of that, or the pro side. And then of course, last but not least, Xenoblade Chronicles. And that is basically it. So, from our pros and cons, let's see how many we got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, to 21 to 12, yeah, 21 to 12, okay. So I was able to find at least 12 things that are pretty much pros on my list for this Nintendo Direct. So, as y'all can see here, I'm going to ask if y'all want to come on and discuss it with me. Before I move on. But as far as today's Nintendo Direct went, I'm going to say I gave today's Nintendo Direct a I'd say C+. But if you want a numeric score, I'd say we'll give this, let's see here, out of 10, I give it a probably a 7.5. Actually, no, maybe a 6.5 out of 10. And hang on one second. Okay, here we go. I'm going to go ahead and put our ending music, back on now. Hang on. So as you can see here, tomorrow, guys, I will be doing more. Instead of doing The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild again tomorrow, I will be checking out the Super Nintendo Switch Online. And I'll be showing off Super Mario World, Yoshi's Island, Link to the Past, let's see here, what else am I going to show off?
Tomorrow.
Okay, for the list, I will show off. I'll also show. See here, I'll show off Super Mario Kart, Yoshi's Island, Super Mario World. Probably I'll try Star Fox. So there's going to be 5 games I try tomorrow, or show off. Super Mario Kart, Super Mario World, Super Mario World 2. Let's see, Star Fox. So the first 4. Super Mario World first, Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island, Super Mario Kart, Star Fox, and then I'll show off A Link to the Past. And that is the first 5 games I'll try tomorrow, guys. So, let me go ahead and get ready to end out this talking station. But let me check something real quick. Okay, frame rate only dropped 145, so we're okay. But I'm going to go ahead and say thank y'all for tuning in, and let's look for a raid target. Let's raid. Hang on one second. Let's go and raid Furran, guys. Who's doing Luigi's Mansion? Hang on one second, let me mute Furran and pause him. So that I can end out the one-on-one talking station. Thank y'all for tuning in. And again, tomorrow will not be Breath of the Wild, it will be Super NES, Nintendo Switch online gameplay. So, I'm going to go ahead, switch over to the ending scene, and let the rest of this music play out louder. So, here we go. Thank y'all for tuning in, and I will see y'all on on the raid to Furran.
Woo, we got very lucky. Nah! Whew. Shit. Shit! Oh, baby, a triple. Oh, yeah! Yeah, we did it. No! Oh, okay. Okay, are we done? Are we done? Maybe? Are we not done? EZLO raid! You'll be RB. Thank you so much for the raid. What were you applying on your sign? Thank you, dude. Why are we not done here? What is this room? I just text someone. Do you think fish speak language we can't understand? Only to get a response of iMessage games. What? That's an answer? Oh wait, maybe if we just get the fire and do like this, maybe? I'm not sure. We'll try that. Come on. Okay. Is that it?